Welcome back to Temeron's Tactics. This is AI War Fleet Command Gameplay Tutorial Part 28. In this video we're going to launch an attack on the system of Murdoch, which is our last core shield generator. After we capture that and destroy that core shield, we would be able to attack the two enemy homeworlds here and here. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch that attack on Murdoch in this video. I'm going to grab all of my transports and move them into the middle of nowhere here. I'm going to make sure that all of our military ships in this system, there's a few extras, are over with them. And then let's grab those transports and unload them. Remember, I just sort of indiscriminately loaded all my ships into the transports when I left the homeworld here. I just wanted to get them over here to Jetherfen so that we can rally and prepare to make the attack on Murdoch. Okay? So now we've got all of our military ships. It's 1,677 ships right here, and then we can also pump out those 800-ish rail pods and another 100 or so 9-Zul younglings once we're ready to actually engage the enemy. So let's take a look at Murdoch and formulate our plan. Oh, we actually don't have any scouts there. We brought our scouts with us in that ship. So let's just grab all of these 7 Tier 1 scouts and send all of them straight into Murdoch here. And one survived and made it out there. That's perfect. Exactly what I wanted. So now we'll repause it. Let's take a look at Murdoch. What's going on here? So they've got 2 ion cannons, a Mark IV and a Mark I. Let's zoom in a little so we can take a look at those. Looks like one of those is underneath this force field, Spire Shield Sphere Guard Post Mark III. Okay, so that's a pretty well-defended ion cannon. And the other one is also under force field with a turret next to it. Okay, that's the Mark IV. Those are both right here. Okay, Ion 1 and Ion 4 right here. So that's a major problem. There's a couple of fabricators in the system, the Starship Fabricator and the Spider Turret 5. That's a really good turret. Very much like a sniper turret. It also does engine damage, like those enemy starships do that slow down our ships. These sniper turrets do that same thing. And they're Tier 5, so they're very effective. So that would be nice. I'd like to capture that. Those fabricators are down here. So once we enter the system, this is where we'll want to build our base, is right there. Let's take a look at the enemy base, which is over here. And it is not shielded. There's no shield around the orbital command station. So that means we could just send in a transport with 100 Tier 1 fighters and they could just take that out, no problem. Okay, so we might just want to do that. We would be able to capture those 2 ion cannons. Okay, that would be very nice. There's an advanced research station in the system, so if we capture this system, we'll be able to get another ship type. We could spend 35 of our 112 hacking to hack into it and choose a ship, but if we did that, then those 2 iron cannons would be hammering us the whole time, unless we wanted to destroy them. Okay, so, and we don't necessarily want to do that. So what we could do is we could send in 3 fleets here. Our tiny fleet of fighters can go up and attack the base to free the system. Then our large fleet, almost all of our ships, could go in right next to these ion cannons and try to just fight all these ships down and free those ion cannons. So then when we build our base here with Task Force 3, they'll be able to capture those ion cannons right here and not have them be instantly destroyed by the foes around them. So I think that's going to be a good plan for us. Okay. All right, so now we've got Group 1, which is going to attack the base, Group 2, which is going to go sit next to the fabricators and wait to build a base, and then Group 3, which is these guys over here. I'm going to grab those and set those to control Group 3, those other 8. Okay. Then we'll bunch up all of those transports so that they're in a nice tight ball, and then we're going to attack Murdoch. Okay, now that all 10 transports are here, we're going to send Group 1 right next to the enemy base, Group 2 right next to these fabricators, and Group 3 is going to go right between those 2 ion cannons. Very good. I'll grab Group 3 and unload. Group 2, unload. Group 1, unload. Okay, now we're going to zoom in on the fighters over here. And we're going to immediately ask those fighters to attack this enemy base. And then once they're done, I'm going to hold down Shift and X to issue them an extra order, and I'm going to ask them to attack, move over in that direction after they've destroyed this enemy base. Okay. Group 3 over here, I want to actually take these colony ships and put them back into this transport so that they're safe. And the mobile space docks, I want to add these rail pods to them. So we have tier 2, 3, and 4 rail pods ready to go. We'll unpause all 7 of those mobile space docks, and then we're going to ask them to move over here so that they're not dancing around so much. Okay? Hopefully they'll be able to find their spot. Very nice. Okay? So those rail pods are going to be able to... Here, let's just ask them specifically attack this. This transport can retreat. All of our transports can actually get out of there now. We can move all the transports out of the side of the gravity well. I want to make sure that these fighters are able to take out this base. 4% left there. 2%. One more volley should do it. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to pause it. Now that we've destroyed that, the AI progress is back up to 85. We just gained another 20 hacking points. All right. Let's see. How is this ion cannon looking here? It's still under a shield, but there's not a lot of enemies nearby it. How's this ion cannon looking? Let's see. The Ion 5 cannon is liberated. Okay, it's safe. So let's grab our fleet, ask them all to move, do an attack move order right here so that they can cover that other ion cannon a little bit better. Now that that base is destroyed, I want to hit B to build something, and I want to put support hardened force field generator right over these fabricators, and I also want to put the non-cloaked tachyon beam there. And then we'll ask our engineers, please build that force field. Okay, force field's up, so now I'm going to grab one of my colony ships, which are in one of these transports here, this one. Oh, he can't unload out there, I see. Can't unload outside the gravity well. So then we'll grab one of these colony ships, and I'm going to build an economic command station right on top of these fabricators. Engineers, build that base. And then we can grab this other colony ship and just put it back in there. There we are. New ship type unlocked at Space Docks, Polarizer. Okay, so we already have the let's see, the Polarizer. Oh, okay, there we go. So that's a high armor piercing ship that does higher damage to ships with more armor. Okay, anti-armor ship, the Polarizer, has a neutron hull, does more damage to heavily armored targets. So that's our new ship type that we got for capturing the Advanced Research Station here at Murdoch. Okay, now here's our Ion Cannon Mark IV. How's our Ion Cannon Mark I looking? 99% health. So we were able to capture both ion cannons. Excellent. So now those are on our side. Those will instant kill any ships that come into this system, and it fires system-wide. Okay, the Mark IV ion cannon is very effective. Okay. So great. We've captured Murdoch. We've got another ship type. We can now attack that core shield generator that is here in the system. So that is going to be the end of this video now that we've captured Murdoch and we're ready to launch our attack on the enemy homeworld. Again, you're watching Temeron's Tactics, and my name is Nuck Temeron. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the continuation of this gameplay tutorial series.